not to be. Be a good friend, be kind, be excellent, be unoffendable. Shakespeare gave Hamlet one line that outlived every play he ever wrote: to be or not to be. He was asking about survival, but I think that question shows up in smaller, quieter moments too. Not should I exist, but who am I going to be today? Because every day, in 100 small decisions, we are answering that question whether we mean to or not. This isn't a list of rules, it's a mirror. Let's look at it together. Section 1. The Be List. Who to become. Be a good friend, not the friend who shows up only when it's convenient. The one who remembers, who checks in without being asked, who tells the truth even when it's easier to stay quiet. Be productive, not busy, but productive. There is a difference. Busy fills time. Productive builds something. Ask yourself at the end of the day, did I move something forward or did I just move? Be good and be kind. These sound simple, almost too simple to say out loud. But kindness is a discipline, not a mood. It is choosing gentleness even on the days you don't feel very gentle. Be famous, but redefine it. Not famous to the millions, famous to the people who matter. Known in your home for your patience, known at work for your integrity, and known by yourself for keeping your word to yourself. Be excellent. Excellence isn't perfection, it's care. It's doing the small unseen parts of your work as if someone important was watching. Because someone is, you are. Be unoffendable. This might be the hardest one on the list. It doesn't mean you have no boundaries. It means you stop handing your peace to people who didn't even ask for it. Offense is a debt you don't have to collect. Be indispensable. Not by being needed for everything, but by being the kind of person whose presence actually adds value. Someone who people are glad to have around. Be noble. Be resilient. Be intentional. Noble in the small choices nobody claps for. Resilient when the plan falls apart and you have to build a new one on the spot. Intentional so that your life is something you are steering and not simply something that's happening to you. Section 2. Their Don't Be List. What to lay down. Now here is a part we don't like talking about as much. Don't be jealous. Jealousy is exhausting because it makes you compete in a race you were never actually running. Someone else's harvest doesn't mean your field is empty. It just means it's not your season yet. Don't be mean. Meanness is often just pain wearing a disguise. If you catch yourself being short with someone, it's worth pausing and asking what you are actually hurting from. Don't be fraudulent, not just legally, but relationally. Don't perform a version of yourself that isn't true. People can feel the difference between authenticity and a well-rehearsed act, even if they can't name it. Don't be hard-hearted. A hard heart feels safe, but it's actually just numb. It protects you from pain by cutting you off from joy too. Softness isn't weakness. It is still being alive to the world. There is a scripture in the Bible that goes like this: a new heart I will give you, and a new spirit I will put within you. I will take away the stony heart and give you a heart of flesh. It just means that your heart can change. Your heart is not fixed in place. Section 3. Bringing it together. Here is what I have noticed. None of this is about becoming someone new overnight. It's about 100 small votes you cast every day for the person you are becoming. Perhaps Shakespeare's question still echoes through the centuries because every generation must answer it for themselves. To be or not to be. Not simply to exist, but to become. To become someone whose presence brings peace instead of anxiety, whose words bring hope instead of cynicism, whose life quietly reflects integrity when no one is watching. Because in the end, we are all becoming someone. The only real question is, who are you choosing to become? Kind instead of sharp, intentional instead of drifting, noble instead of petty. To be or not to be isn't really a question you answer once. It's a question you answer today and then again tomorrow and every single day. Closing thoughts. So today, just pick one thing from this list you want to actually practice. Not perfect, just practice. Tell me in the comments which one you will be working on this week. If this found you at the right moment, please subscribe. I'm building this channel one honest conversation at a time. Thank you for your time visiting NRI Girl. NRI stands for Noble, Resilient and Intentional. Noble in character, resilient in your faith, intentional in your living. I'm not speaking from an I have arrived kind of mindset, but rather as a fellow learner striving to achieve these goals right alongside you. Until next time, let us live thoughtfully. NRI Girl with love.